It's a gathering of political and financial elite, and its veil of secrecy is enforced by an army of security guards. It's all bankrolled by Swiss taxpayers, even as Europe tightens its belt and forces through tough austerity cuts. The Bilderberg conference is attended by people ranging from royalty to top news outlet CEOs, and is also under a now traditional media blackout. When RT's Laura Emmett reports from there.
As this Bilderberg meeting has progressed here in St. Moritz in Switzerland, more and more protesters have turned out to say they don't want it to happen here. They're camping out outside the hotel, showing up in numbers really from all over the world. There are Swiss people, obviously, but I've also met Germans, Austrians, Swedes and even Americans who've come all the way here either to report on what's going on or just to protest here with their feet on the ground in person. Some of the people behind me say that they have been subject to low-grade harassment by the Swiss police, threats of deportation, things of that nature. They have varying degrees of suspicion about the Bilderberg group. Some say that they are scheming behind closed doors to introduce a new world order, but some just want to point out that in many countries it's illegal for elected officials to meet in secret in these kinds of surroundings. Let's hear what some of the protesters told me.
The Swedish attendees, the politicians, are, according to Swedish law, committing diplomatic treason. And if they were sentenced, if they were judged and sentenced, they would be imprisoned for 10 years to life, according to Swedish law.
The people think it's a conspiracy theory, but in fact it's just the ignorance of the people.
We've known for a long time pretty much what's been going on there. And it's definitely nothing good for humanity, not good for the planet. And, I don't want my kid growing up to be a slave in the New World Order, to be honest.
This is not the only protest, though. About a kilometre away down in the town of St. Moritz, the young Swiss socialists have turned out again to protest. In fact, they dismiss the people behind me. They say a lot of these people are essentially crackpot conspiracy theorists. But what they're here to say is this meeting goes against everything that they perceive to be Switzerland, that neutrality, the transparency that they want to promote here in Switzerland just isn't evident in the dealings of the Bilderberg group.
The economic crisis is a result of the policy about the Bilderberg conference and the global leaders. We think more democracy is our opinion also in the economic.
This year's meeting in Switzerland does look like a different affair from last year's in Sitges in Spain. There are more protesters here. There's also more media attention. A lot of alternative media journalists have turned up to try to report on what's going on, although RT is the only international news station that's represented here. So we are seeing more protest. We are seeing a better organised protest than we saw last year, better organised media facilities. So it does look like if this momentum can be carried on, the Bilderberg group won't be comfortable meeting in secret like this for very much longer.